Okay, now we're moving on to part 10 and pretty much the final part of my Disney Blu-ray collection. It's a bit sad that this has come to an end, but I really enjoyed doing this. Anyways, let's get started. Last time I showed the 2018 Blu-ray of Ant-Man and the Wasp. Now we're moving on to the next Blu-ray, which is 2019 Blu-ray of Captain Marvel. This Blu-ray came out back in June of 2019. Got this on Blu-ray a few days after it came out. I saw this film in theaters back in March of 2019, just like around the time the movie was released. Of course, we saw this, right before Endgame, which I'll be showing next. Here's the spine. In the back, a genuine game changer seen by Peter Travers of Rolling Stone. Yeah, I really like this movie, although, to be fair, my only complaints with the film is that John Rogg is kind of a boring-ass villain, and I did not like how Nick Fury lost his eye, because in The Winter Soldier, they made it feel like it was going to be more intense, but in here, just felt kind of disappointing. But I still really enjoyed this film, and Captain Marvel is not a Mary Sue. She just absorbed the power of the Tesseract. Seriously, I don't get why many people are trying to compare it from Rey from the sequel trilogy. But anyways, this is still a really great film. There you go, Captain Marvel. Okay, next up we have is the 2019 4K Ultra HD Target exclusive Blu-ray of Avengers Endgame. This Blu-ray. Now, just like I said, this, alongside Infinity War, are tied as my favorite film of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I freaking adore this film. And why wouldn't I? This is the grand finale to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Well, maybe the second part of it. But still. And after a whole year of waiting for this, it made pretty good. And no, seriously, a whole year, because I saw this film in theaters the day right after it. No, not the day right after it came out. On the exact same day I saw Infinity War back in 2018, which was April 28th. Loved it so much, I saw it again 5 days later. Got this Blu-ray in the mail a few days after it came out, back on August 17th of 2019. Yeah. And I've been watching both, and ever since I got the movie on Blu-ray, like, starting with the pandemic, I watched both Infinity War and Endgame back-to-back a lot. Your spine. In the back. A once-in-a-lifetime cinematic event saved by Taylor Seddon of Superhero Hype. Yeah, this film is phenomenal. The Russo brothers were definitely knowing what they were doing into concluding the Infinity Saga. Of course, they did that with Infinity War, but this was basically the definitive end of an era. Now, yes, I know some people say Spider-Man Far From Home is like a mini epilogue, but I consider that the start of Phase 4, and I'll explain about that when I get to it. But still, this is just phenomenal. And the third act. The third act. To quote Watch Mojo, that climax is the end of all climax of the MCU. Well, to the Infinity Saga at least. Beginning with where Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America go up against Thanos. Well, the 2014 Thanos, because Thor kills the 2018 Thanos at the start of the movie. To Cap wielding Mjolnir at last. The triumphant Avengers assemble when everyone returns. To all the great character interactions. To Captain Marvel arriving. Basically, everything about it is amazing. All leading to the moment where Tony Stark snap his fingers to decimate Thanos and his army. Even the ending is really good as well. Not only was it pretty sad to see Tony Stark say goodbye, but at least Steve Rogers got a happy ending where he got to go back in time and be with Peggy. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this is also a time travel movie as well. But I'm sure everyone watching this by now has seen the film. Do I need to say more? Okay, I'm going to open this Blu-ray up. You can see Tony Stark right over there. And Thor. Of course, he's not really like that in the actual movie. He's only like that during the first 20 minutes. He's fat throughout the rest of the film. This is Natasha Romanoff / Black Widow. Captain America / Steve Rogers. Anyways, here's the discs. Here's the 4K disc with 4K disc where you can see Captain America / Steve Rogers and Clint Barton / Hawkeye. See Hawkeye right over there. Here's the Blu-ray disc with the movie. It's on the end right, and you can see Bruce Banner right over there. Throughout the remaining of the film, once it reaches the 5-year gap, he's Smart Hulk. And here's the Blu-ray disc, which is just for the bonus features. And you can see Clint Barton right over there. And here's the digital, and here's the book. This is mainly everything like with Tony Stark's journey. There's a little letter for the directors. Yeah. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. This originally had the title be the Avatar of the highest grossing film of all time, but unfortunately, in February, the film was re-released in China, and unfortunately Avatar retook its place. Which makes me a little bit angry, because I just hope Endgame gets released, because this deserves to be the highest grossing film of all time, not Avatar. I know that movie was pretty big, and I know they're making the sequels, but we should have had them out by now instead of just waiting. Oh well. But what you gonna do about it? Anyways, there you go with Avengers Endgame. Okay, next up I have is the Blu-ray of Toy Story 4. This Blu-ray came out back in October of 2019. Got this a few days after it came out as a late birthday gift. And I saw this film in theaters twice back in 2019. I originally wanted to see it like around 4 times, but unfortunately I didn't. But what you gonna do? Anyways, here's the spine. In the back, 4 stars say by Richard Ropio of the Chicago Sun-Times, and Toy Story 4 will blow your ways by Kenneth Turan of the Los Angeles Times. And yeah, I actually agree. I keep going back and forth between this and the third film of which one is my favorite, because I pretty much love them equally. But still, it's still a really satisfying conclusion to the franchise. Pixar please don't make a Toy Story 5. This is pretty much where we should stop. Let's get this up. Okay, here's the disc. Here's those inserts. Here's the Blu-ray disc with the movie, and you can see Woody, Buzz, Bo Peep, and Eagle McDimples. Here's the Blu-ray disc with the bonus features, and you can see Duke Kaboom. And here's the DVD where you can see Forky. So yeah, there you go with Toy Story 4. Okay, next up I have is the 2019 Blu-ray of Spider-Man Far From Home. And yes, just like with Homecoming, I'm showing this Blu-ray as well. Anyways, no endgame for Spidey. He's flying higher than ever, say by Pierre Travers of Rolling Stone. Anyways, oh, and as at the time of recording this, just last week, the teaser trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home finally was released, and I did see that trailer, and it was spectacular. especially when Dr. Otto Octavius makes his return. Can't wait to see the film in December. It's pretty much my most anticipated film for the rest of this year. Anyways, here's the spine. In the back, widely entertaining, say by Richard Ropier of the Chicago Sun-Times. Anyways, this is actually even better than the first film. I like that they actually travel more and get to explore a bit more on the multiverse, even though they don't necessarily do it in here. They're going to explore more of that in No Way Home. But still, this is a great film nonetheless. Anyways, here's the discs. Here's the Blu-ray. No, here's the DVD. Here's the Blu-ray disc where you can see Spider-Man as the Night Monkey. And here's the DVD disc, which has Spider-Man in his new outfit that he made before the final battle. So, yeah. There you go with Far From Home. Okay, next up I have is the Blu-ray of the remake of The Lion King. And yep, your eyes do not deceive you. I have this film on Blu-ray. Yeah, I sort of enjoy this film. It's not as great as the original. Trust me, it's not as great as the original. But for the most part, I did enjoy it. At least, got this Blu-ray around the time it came out. Here's the spine. In the back, the voice cast is absolutely brilliant, say by Rosie Knight of IGN. And Lion King Rules and Roars, say by Richard Ropier of the Chicago Sun-Times. Yeah, while this is not as great as the original, I still enjoyed it for what it's worth. Yes, it's mainly a shot-for-shot remake of the original. Yes, the lions lack facial expressions. Yes, Scar is not as good as he was in the original. Yes, Be Prepared is awful in this. But I just really enjoyed it. It has flaws, for sure. But it's pretty good for a remake. Not fantastic, but pretty good. There you go with the remake of The Lion King. Okay, next up I have is the 2020 Blu-ray of Frozen 2. Now, this was actually the last Blu-ray I got before the pandemic hit. Anyways, here's the spine. In the back, one of the most beautifully animated films of the decade, by Richard Ropier of the Chicago Sun-Times. Yeah, I saw this in theaters the day after it came out back on November of 2019. And I actually really enjoyed the sequel. I think it's actually... This might sound a little bit shocking, but I personally enjoyed it a bit more than the first film. Because I feel like it expanded the world a lot better, and it did add a lot more dynamics to the relationship of the characters. Overly sarcastic productions did go in detail about that in the video regarding sequels. So yeah, that was really good. There you go with Frozen 2. Alright, now the last Blu-ray I have for the entire Disney Blu-ray collection is the Blu-ray of The Rise of Skywalker. Got this the day after it came out back on April 1st of last year. And that's not an April Fool's joke. I actually got it on April 1st of last year. Well, through the mail, obviously. I saw this film in theaters 3 times back on December 20. And believe it or not, I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was a solid finale. I don't think, maybe it's not as much as I did when I initially saw it. But I still... because of what I've been hearing people saying about this film, but I personally enjoy it for what it is. I think it is a solid ending to the Star Wars films. Just spine. In the back, everything you want from a Star Wars film, say by Owen Gleiberman of Variety. Yeah. Personally enjoyed this, even though I still want to see what Colin Trevorrow's version of the film looks like. As much as I did enjoy this. Yeah, anyways, open this up. here's the Blu-ray disc with the movie, and you can see Ray. And here's the Blu-ray disc with the bonus features, and you can see director J.J. Abrams with Peter Mayhew in his Chewbacca outfit. Well, I think so. Because Peter Mayhew, he passed away like 7 months before the release of this film. Alright. There you go, Star Wars, the Rise of Skywalker. Well, this is it. I had a lot of fun making this. Sad coming to an end, but I'm just so glad you were all able to watch it. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you for my next video, which will be my review of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Till then,